Welcome back here. We're starting off with some rain this morning. Malik, when can we expect for it to clear out?
We're going to expect it to clear out. Well, it depends on where you are right now. Northern CSR, you're going to see this clear out in a couple of hours. Could be before noon before you really start to see it clear out here. But Southern CSRA, you're going to have to wait till really after lunch for it to begin to clear out here. You can already see most of northern Georgia's clearing out. Upstate South Carolina and Alabama, that's where we're starting to dry out here. And even places like Hancock, Tolliver, Wilkes County, even in Warren County beginning to clear out now as well. So that's what we're looking at here. Almost done in those northern parts, but really just kind of getting started and in the thick of it in places like Barnwell, Bamberg, Allendale, Screven, Burke County. You're in the thick of it right now. So you're going to be dealing with those conditions for quite some time here. We'll take a look here. This is where we're still dealing with rain across the northern parts of the CSRA. And that band that was one of the heaviest ones in the CSRA has now since weakened. So just seeing some light rain there across Richmond County as well. The commute forecast, not good this morning, but we'll see improvements by the time that we head towards this afternoon. Here's those rain totals over the past 24 hours. An inch as we head towards Thompson, 1.6 in Daniel Field, and 1.2 towards Bushfield as well. There, 1.23 towards Aiken. Barnwell, waiting for this to update here. Looks like it's got some more rain there. Maybe Barnwell's just, the airport's just south of where we see that red sticking out here on the map. So we'd love to see how much rain we got there as well. But by the end of it, rain totals that are still to come, at least in half an inch, especially towards our southern portions of the CSRA. We're just about done up here, especially north of I-20 across the CSRA. So here's the timing here, thinking about it here. All right, it's heading towards 10:30. Just about everybody's going to be done with it. Just still hanging on to it in places like Swainsboro, Millen, Sylvania, Barnwell, Bamberg, Allendale. But by 4:30, 5 o'clock for your afternoon commute, should be dry. The roads may still be a little wet out there, but should be dry. Maybe just one, little misty spot or some drizzle hanging around out there as well. Here's your 7-day forecast. We'll show it to you. 69 by Saturday, upper 70s by Sunday, 67 on Monday, and then 20% chances by the time that we head towards the middle of next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, then upper 70s at the end of next week.
All right, Malik, thank you. Well, more security changes are coming to South Carolina State University. The school will be enclosing the apartment building where 2 people were shot and killed. Those people were not students, and that shooting happened earlier this month. School officials plan to reduce entry points into the building to 8 doors, each with cameras and weapons detection systems. The parking lot would only be available to students. Other upgrades include 7-car gates with siren activated, opening for law enforcement only. The school is asking the SC Foundation for $500,000 to help fund these plans.
Remember, tomorrow, South Carolina's hands-free driving grace period is over. Starting tomorrow, you'll get a $100 fine on your first offense. Every other violation will bring a $200 fine and 2 points added to your license. There are exceptions, like using hands-free mode on your phone, using your phone while stopped, and calling 911. The law was passed in September, but since then we've been in a grace period, with only warnings being given out so far. Across the state, there have been nearly 12,000 warnings, and the CSRA nearly 1,200. Here's a breakdown of our South Carolina counties totals. Aiken County has the most in our area with 515. Barnwell County has 236. Orangeburg County 187. The Senate did pass a bill. Now it's on the way to Governor Henry McMaster's desk. It's the Name, Image, and Likeness bill the House has been working on. It would protect college athletes from college athlete deals from public records requests. Athletic directors from USC to Clemson advocated for these deals this week, reassuring the Senate they're using the right source of money to pay the players. No word on how soon it could be signed.
Well, the 10 Commandments being posted in your child's classroom is taking a major step forward in the South Carolina House.
After lawmakers debated the issue for the better part of a day, it was passed mostly along party lines. Your South Carolina State House reporter Stephen Biddix has those details.
Public schools and universities would be required to post an 11 by 14 poster of the 10 Commandments in every one of their classrooms. Lawmakers having one of the most heated debates so far this session.
You don't get a free pass to come up here and say, it's so funny, we're talking about the 10 Commandments. No, it is serious we're talking about the 10 Commandments. We're talking about the future of this nation.
And that's why we got churches. Let the pastors do their job and let the teachers do theirs. It's just as plain and simple as that.
Supporters of the 10 Commandments in classrooms, like Representative Stephen Long, says they're documents that helped found our country.
I think it's really important that students across this state, the next generation, understands how important faith was to the founding of our nation, to the creation of our legal system, and this helps educate students.
For hours, Democrats against the bill attempted various strategies not wanting to force religion in schools, like standing silent for minutes in what was a loud House chamber with a Bible verse that reads, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." While others, like Representative Jermaine Johnson, pled this bill does nothing to solve the state's issues.
If we had a little bit more God in this chamber, then we would be focusing on things that affect the people of South Carolina.
Senate leadership tells me they haven't had any discussions on this bill yet this year, but say in previous years, similar policy has struggled to make it out of their chamber. Reporting in Columbia, I'm Stephen Biddix.
Across the river, Senator Jon Ossoff wants to hear from you about your experiences at the Augusta VA. He's asking for current and former employees and patients. This comes after nearly 10 years of reported problems at the VA, from communication issues with leaders, toxic work environments, and retaliation against employees who speak out.
During my investigation of mistreatment of military families at Fort Gordon, that people coming forward to share their personal experience is one of the most powerful ways to ensure accountability.
He says there are whistleblower protections for anyone who chooses to speak. If you do, we have the contact information for you on our website, WRDW.com.
Senator Ossoff also announced $1 million is coming to Waynesboro for sewer upgrades. He says once he heard about the need, he was able to get bipartisan support.
Rural Georgia and small towns and cities don't get enough attention from the federal government. So when I learned that Waynesboro needed these sewer upgrades, I put together support among Republicans and Democrats in the Senate and got it done.
And finally, Ossoff highlighted the recently passed Accelerating Kids Access to Care Act. The law helps reduce delays for kids to get medical care in Georgia.